So I was at an estate sale, and I'll add some pictures at the end of some of the stuff I got because I did not record in somebody's house. But I was in the neighborhood of my favorite Savers in Overland Park. So I'm like, of course I got to stop by. They had this fun little Valentine's Day display up front. And I thought there was going to be glass, but it was actually an acrylic heart. And it was all on top of this cute little nightstand there. They're trying. Look how cute this little dachshund is. I mean, it's for a little kid, but it's adorable. All right, let's go check out some dishware. That was Faltzgraf, which kind of surprised me. And here was a fish dish. And of course, we're looking for fire and light when we're in the plate section, or something someone gave up on and put it back on the shelf in the wrong section. That was a cute little dish for a cat, I believe. All right, let's keep looking. They had that same plate has been here for weeks. It's Italian, but it has some damage to it. Oh, those were pretty neat. I like the swirl design on them. And then I love how colorful those sunflower plates are right there. I don't know if they were plastic or ceramic, though. I did not pick them up. And then let's go around to the end cap. They color coordinate some of their end caps, so it's a mix of stuff. Not this one. This is the dog section. But some of them are color coordinated. There was a cute little pot. They had a ton of pottery. I'm going to say right off the bat, there was a ton of pottery here. Like this one. This is a really neat double-handed handmade pottery vase, and I thought it was pretty cool. I put it in my cart for a little while, and then I said, nope, I'm going to stick to my handle rule, and I actually did put that back, even though I did like it. And part of the reason I put it back is because this estate sale also had some amazing pottery, and it was also half off tomorrow, if that makes sense. So I was going to go back and check out the half off price on the pottery. That was absolutely amazing. This vase I looked at before, it looks to be a handmade pottery vase. I do like the design of it, but very studio, amateurish, I guess, lack of a better word. All right, let's keep looking. Lots of shoes. Oh, that was a cute little trinket. It had a bird on top of a jug. I thought that was cute, but it was $4.99. Not that's a little pricey for resale. And that was just a saucer with no teacup. Some shells, more pottery, and some vases. That was cute if your name is Kelsey. And then back here was an old mask that you would hang up on the wall back in the 80s. Now, there was a ton of clocks here for some reason, and I love clocks. I love me a good old-fashioned alarm clock with the bells on the top. I think they make a really fun display. You pop them in with some vintage vases or glass, or even some figurines, and it's just adorable. But nope, couldn't find any like that. That was pretty neat, just a blue one. All right, let's keep looking down here. Oh, this was so well done. I think somebody did this as an art project. It was a pottery bowl, and then it had a dragon on top. But the dragon had some pretty heavy damage, so I didn't get it, even though I loved it. And whoever did it, fantastic job. I hope your art teacher gave you an A+ for that one. It was cute. All right, let's keep going. Little tray there. And it was also ceramic pottery. Like I said, tons of pottery here, but I think it was a lot of like student pieces, honestly. And down here was a plate, and it had a texture to it, so of course I had to check it out. And it was weird. I don't know what those on-ramp, off-ramp things are, and it wiggles. Made me nervous. All right, let's keep looking up here. Oh, this was adorable. This was a orange and blue floral old tin, but that corner was heavily damaged there, and it was $5. I don't know tins well enough to know if that's a good price, but I love the color contrast, so I probably would have got it if it wasn't damaged just because of the colors alone. And then this was a courting couple tin, which I don't think anybody really wants the courting couple. Correct me if I am wrong. I don't know. I don't find them to be very popular. Here was an old little Asian dish, and it was cast in metal, and I have one like that right now, and it hasn't sold. I've showed it a couple times, and so I'm like, and plus that one had a big crack in it, so I definitely wasn't going to get it. All right, those bowls, immediately I saw them, I'm like, these would fit perfectly into those Hager cat like you put a fish bowl in there and it's like looking into the bowl. And of course it's like whenever I find them, they never have the original bowl. So I'm like, should I get one and just have one in reserve? And I'm like, nah, that's not a good use of space. There's some decorative pieces here and a lot of modern stuff. Of course, the Christmas is starting to roll in. And that was just a fun little reel. And I don't know, I'm like, that would make a fun display. Like take off that red label and just put it in like in the backdrop and then put some really cool items in front of it. I don't know. That's just my head. That key was pretty amazing. I don't know how I missed that. I'm just now seeing it in the video. All right, let's keep looking. That was very tarnished. It looked like it had a silver look to it, but it was silver plate. You never know. I have found silver at thrift stores before, so keep an eye out. Doesn't hurt to look at it. And then there was some really, really cute Halloween items. And yes, they're all modern, but I still thought they were adorable. I like that cat with her little cauldron, little ghosts, some pumpkins. And then I'm like, what is this? It is like a cup of blood. And there's like spiders in it. I'm like, this is disgusting. Like a kid would love this. So I'm like, all right, put that down. All right, let's keep looking. We don't need any Halloween right now, but it's right around the corner. It's coming. All right, let's look through the glasses real quick. See if we find anything that catches our eye. I kind of went really fast through here because this place is huge and I didn't want to spend a whole lot of time here. So I didn't go through each and every single shelf and just kind of eyeballed it. These figurines were adorable. They weren't marked and they were $6.99, but they definitely look like they're vintage. Little bisque figurines, girl with her little lamb and a boy playing his accordion. And then there's a little dish back there. That puppy is still here. I gotta say, I'm impressed with the turnover of items because I've been trying to, like, it's been like a week since I've been here. That was like glued down. I did not expect that. I didn't know what that was. So I waited a week like on purpose just to see if I could come back and there would be like all new stuff. There's some old stuff that was here before, but there's a lot of new stuff. So I was happy to see that. All right, let's keep going. And down here there was, this caught my eye and I'm like, what is this? In this box, nope, not the angels. In this box was a message in a bottle kit. You can write your own message in a bottle. And please don't throw it in the ocean. That's called littering. But I thought that was pretty neat. And then they had a little fake lantern, another pottery piece. And I thought this was well done. It had a pineapple. I love the dots. It was marked. I don't think I could read it very well. And I thought about it. I carried it around for a while. And ultimately I said, you know what? Nope, the pottery at the estate sale is going to be much better. So even though I put it in my cart, I actually did end up putting it back. And it was $5. And believe it or not, the pottery at the estate sale was cheaper on half off day than some of these other items that I found. And they were more exciting. So I showed some restraint. That was cute little Hello Kitty, but it had some damage on the lower right. And I know Hello Kitty items can sell, but it's really not my niche, and as cute as it is, I wasn't gonna get it. All right, let's keep looking. What is happening down here? Oh, those were like glass stones and a pyramid, but down here there's this moon and sun wall art, and it had a lot going on. It had like mirrored, and it was $6.99. I don't know, not my thing, but it caught my attention, so I wanted to show it. They had a chili bowl. And let's see. Oh, this was kind of cute. It was like a footed teapot. It was missing the lid though. Maybe if it had its lid, I would have considered it. And those Humco little pixies are still here. They're missing their third one. And here is a little trinket dish. Had angels on top. I don't know. I think it was $5 and it was not very exciting. That bowl was real pretty, but definitely a modern piece if I had to guess. It's just a guess judging by the bottom of it. And it did not have a price. And I don't know. I have not had to ask for a price at this particular Savers yet, so I don't know if they will price right away or not. So, and then I found this. I just thought this was cute. It was an IKEA little turtle, and it was made of metal and gold tone. There's the sticker. It says IKEA. I'm like, this is kind of cute, and I got it because I liked it. I'm like, why not? Put it in the cart. Why not? I know, it's IKEA. It's not for sale. It's not for sale. All right, let's keep going. Little jar. I think it said Reflections. And then there was like a biscuit jar that looked like a Toby mug, but it was missing the lid. And that was interesting. It was just a square. And I'm like, that would make a cool riser. If you're having a sale, you can put the item right on top of that. It was $5.99. I thought about getting it for a minute as a riser. And then I'm like, wait, there's a fused glass plate under here. Well, it's a bowl. And it was the flag. And it had a mark, but it was like numbers. And I couldn't find a signature. So, All right, that was pretty neat. It was a bonsai tree that you grow. I'm like, do I want a bonsai tree? No, I'll kill it. So don't bother. Leave it there. Leave it for somebody who actually has a green thumb. And I'm looking through the faux plants because, as always, you never know when you're going to find a really cool vase in this section. That was kind of cute. Big old carrot coming out of that metal watering can. So didn't find any exciting vases in this section today, but always worth looking. Of course, the highlight of the day is coming up. It was in the baggy section, believe it or not. So a little foreshadowing for you. And then we're in the regular vase section, and there was so many glass vases, like clear glass vases. That was real pretty. I thought that might be crystal, but it was like $10. And I'm like, there's no marking. I think I might have looked at it before. I don't know why I spend so much time looking at these because I hardly ever pick them up. That decanter is still here, and it still has a chip on the rim. Those were fun little rocks glasses. I don't know if somebody made them themselves to get that color. And that pink depression glass bowl is still here as well. And I'm surprised it's not damaged. It's been here for a few weeks. Let's keep looking. Oh, now we're in the candles section, and there's a little pottery one. I thought that was cute. I'm like, oh, you're adorable. Let's put you up higher so people can see you. And that was just like a real heavy pyramid shape candle holder. But it was just one. I'm not sure who makes it, but I liked it. Maybe if there was a pair, I would have considered them. And then down here, that was just metal. More candles. That crooked one is still here from a couple weeks ago. All right. Nope, no luck in the candles section today. There's some really fun candle photos out there, so that's why I always look. And of course, the glassy babies would be in this section. Well, sometimes you'll find them in the cup section too, so I shouldn't say that. But they have a huge candle selection. Yeah, if you ever need candles, go to the thrift store. You'll find them cheaper there, and there's always a plentiful supply. That was a big old vase up there. And that was neat. It was a glass basket. Of course, it has a handle, so even though I checked it out, no, not doing the handle. And then, yeah, that was wax. I didn't expect that. I'm in the candle section, and I did not expect a wax cat. I thought that was a really neat, like hammered brass container. I think it's probably a planter. And let's see. I think that was probably missing the bowl. It would have held food, maybe, or a bottom ring, and it was a tray. I don't know. It was missing something. And oh, if you hear Pretzel snoring in the background, he was having a dream. Look at this cat. Look at that cat. It's so regal. I thought that was adorable. That would make fun decor if I had an orange cat, but Rocco would probably just bark at it. All right, let's keep going. There's some fun metal pieces, some goblets back there. That was a shortbread cookie container. Like, why is that for sale? It's garbage. Oy. And yep, little goblet. And that was also silver plate, but again, doesn't hurt to look. And I just like hoard my silver whenever I find it. And look at this. It's like the Karate Kid. What are those things called? Like little drums. I don't know. It was fun. It did make noise. I played with it for a minute. And then there was a bird mirror. All right, the poppy seed vase is still here. Nobody's bought it. I thought this was really cool. Somebody made this and it had like little screws or rivets towards the bottom. And I thought they did a really good job with that. This is probably one I should have looked up, but it was expensive. It was like $9 or something like that. And I'm like, I don't know if I want to spend that much. And it's kind of heavy. But, oh, that was really pretty too. It was surprisingly made in China. But I like the colors on it. I thought that was going to be false craft, but it was not. And then back here, this was a metal little urn. And this was, appeared to be like an older, I don't know if it would have been a letter holder. It had like an apartment number, so maybe it was for mail. I think it would look good on a wall with some plants coming out of it. And then up here, there's more pottery. That was a real pretty one, but it had a ton of stuff in the middle, like in a chip on the bottom. I'm like, I don't need a project. And, oh, let's keep going. And then there was a pottery pitcher. Oh, nope, not that one. That seemed to be like a more modern ceramic one. But here, that was pretty neat. I think it was only like $9. And yeah, it had a damage right on the tip of the spout. So I passed on that one. All right, we're in the baggie section. And this is what caught my eye, this Mexican folk art kitty. So of course I'm like, yeah, the bag was only like $4.49. But then I turned it over. I'm like, what is this? This is the most amazing piece of RAKU pottery I have ever seen. It is a signed Ganstrom face RAKU pottery lady sphere round, and it rattles. So when I looked online, like the rattle things are called like spirit balls, but I can't find that one anywhere. That's the only one in the world. It's beautiful. I love it. It's my most favorite thing I found this weekend, even more so than some of the stuff at the estate sale. I just loved it. All right, let's keep looking. It is going to be for sale on Monday night. I'll show you at the end. Of course, there was a little llama that caught my attention. If I keep her any longer, I'm just going to want to keep her. So I'm like, nope, better sell her quick because I do like her. What was I checking out? Oh, there's a little bone china kitty in there. And I'm like, do I want to get this whole bag just to save that little kitty? Is there anything else worth getting in here? And I'm like, not really, because those llamas are definitely modern ceramic. So, sorry, kitty, $4.49. You were the only thing in there in that bag that I wanted. And sometimes, like, I like the baggies, but sometimes I wish everything was out just individually so you can pick what you want and just have it at a lower price. But I get it. They're just trying to push stuff along. And there's been many a times I open the baggie after I paid for it. I open the baggie, take out the one thing I want and say, here, you can have the rest. I don't want it. And I just redonate it right there on the spot so it doesn't even make it to the van. It just stays right there. And they always look at me funny. But it's okay. All right, let's keep looking. I think we're getting into the art supplies, arts and crafts. And then I found some silverware ones. And of course, you might find silver, so it doesn't hurt to look in there. But let's just look. What are these? These look like furniture pieces, but I don't know exactly what they would be on furniture. Like, is it missing a knob? I don't know. I put them back. They look vintage, though. Somebody might want them. Yep, definitely in the arts and crafts section. Lots of crayons, lots of markers. Now we're in the kitchen section. And I'm like, what is that little scoop? I've never seen a little scoop like that before. I thought that was kind of cute. I don't need it, but I'm like, that was cute. All right, and then right down below, I found all this forks that look like they might be silver. The knives, oh, those were cute little bunnies, but they were like made in China. I think they were a matching set, and yeah, there's a sticker that says made in China. And yeah, these knives look like they had some tarnish to it, as though they could be silver or silver plate. And I'm trying to read it to see if there's any markings, but I couldn't find any markings. And then below it, there was some matching forks that said silver plate. So I assume the knives are also silver plate because they matched. I'm trying really hard to find a marking on it, and I'm like, nope, there's just no marking on it. And I'm just looking to see if there's anything else. Nah. Oh, here's a little bag of ones that look like different. They were monogrammed. They had like a G on a couple of them. So I'm trying really hard to see if there's any sterling mark on it. And I couldn't find one. And after several minutes and zooming in on my phone camera to use it as a magnifying glass, I just gave up because I couldn't find any. All right, now we're in the jewelry section, one of my favorite areas in all of the thrift stores. And I'm looking at the bracelets. There's a cute little teddy bear holding a baby teddy bear. It was $2.99. I thought that was kind of cute, and I thought about it, and I'm like, nah, looks a little more modern, so I don't know. Maybe I should have got it. It was only $2.99. It was cute. There was a little leaf one behind it, but that was kind of boring. It was just a leaf. I don't find the leaves sell very well when they're just by themselves. Like I had a spider one with a leaf, and that was pretty cool. Or the rhinestone ones sell really well, but not just plain leaves. And then this one kind of caught my attention for a minute too, because it had a nice floral design. It had a good size to it. But after I broke out my phone to use it as a magnifying glass, it said made in China. So I'm like, wow, that surprises me because it looks like it's really well done and vintage, but go figure. And that, like those little center of the flowers were stone. So that really surprised me. All right, let's keep looking, see if there's anything else. More bracelets. There was a huge rhinestone belt buckle in its original package in there. I'm like, those are pretty green stones. Too bad that's not a brooch. And there's some signed Noah's Ark wood pieces. It was like Judy something. And I tried looking her up just to comp them out, and I could not find another one by that person. So I don't know if she made more than, I don't know if she was a company or she just made it herself. And it was like a hobbyist piece. So I don't know. If you know, let me know. But it was very well done. Whoever Judy was, she was a great artist. All right. Now we're over in the wood section, I believe. I found that little box and it didn't open and it was pretty worn. Not that I needed it, but I still wanted to see it. I like the blue and the brown combination together. And there was some shelving, some little box trays, some little plaques, and wall art. Cute little box. It was like $5.49, and I think it was a Hobby Lobby one, judging by the sticker. So I'm like, I don't really need that. I love boxes though. I don't know what, there's just something about little boxes that just like, I just have to have them all, but I don't need them. And they hold very little things. Look at that smiley face. Some arrows, and again, another box I don't need, but let's check it out anyway. See, this one was weird. It was originally $32, I want to say, and something house. So it looked like it was a better made one, but there was like weird holes on the side, like you would have put something through it. I don't know. I'm like, no, I don't need a box with holes in it. All right, let's keep looking. And that was a tin made to look old, but it was actually made in China. So it fooled me. All right, let's put it back. And another clock. It looked like something was missing though. It looked really well done. I could have maybe, I get nervous about like clocks and watches and stuff like that for resale because usually they're not working. They need a new battery. I don't know how to replace the batteries. I don't want to spend money to replace it, and I don't want to sell it if it doesn't work and I have no way of testing it. So I kind of get weird about things that need batteries. All right, let's keep looking. They were selling bottles of Dr. Pepper for $3.99, and I would not drink that. It does look like it's older. There was a butter crock without a lid, and I like the color of that one though. Usually they're like this ugly brown color, but that's a real pretty blue periwinkle. And then this beautiful pottery lantern, but they had like $30 on it. And I'm like, whoa, where did that come from? It was signed. I'm checking it out. The hurricane glass part was very loose, so I'm hoping it didn't fall and break. But yeah, then I saw the price. I'm like, okay, let's put that back carefully. And was it 19 or yeah, $19? Either way, that was way too much money for a thrift store. So, I mean, good if you want to keep it for yourself. I mean, and then this mug is like the best coffee mug. Look how big it is. It's ginormous. You could fit all your morning's coffee right in there. And I'm like, do I need that? I'm like, no. It was ceramic, but it looked like a mass-produced ceramic and not like a handmade pottery, so I don't need it. All right, and in here was a projector. Like you would put the projector slides in it. I don't need that. I haven't seen or used one of those since I was like in elementary school. And that was a model car, like a very tiny model car. And then here seemed to be like the vintage section, and they still have that old lantern. And then this I had to check out. I'm like, what is this? It's an old mop bucket, I think, and you can wring it out using those two wooden parts. And I'm like, I don't need a mop bucket, but that's pretty cool. And there was an old puzzle game. And then the dog was a ride, like a kid's toy. So a kid would sit on the dog and put their feet on the pedals. I thought this was adorable. And I'm like, that is definitely vintage, probably maybe even closer to antique, but it was $150. All right, guys, here's the stuff I got at the estate sale. I got a Brian Matum paperweight. Here's another Brian Matum. These are all going to be available 1:20, which is Monday night, tomorrow night. And at 8 p.m. Eastern time, I got some pottery, lots of cool glass pieces. This is a Nicholson vase. And then, of course, the star of the show is the Satava that I got. So I hope to see you there over on Knickknacks Monday night. I hope to see you there. Thanks, guys. Bye.